Young Mi is no longer a name that needs to be introduced to capture attention. At this stage of her career, simply mentioning her name is enough to make audiences pause, listen, and start asking questions. And when her name appears in connection with a major historical drama, even without confirmation, it immediately becomes a subject of intense discussion. That is exactly what is happening now. In recent days, conversations across social media platforms have increasingly focused on one possibility. Yang Mi may be connected to a large-scale historical costume drama titled Jiang Shan Da Tong. There has been no official announcement, no confirmation from the production team, no statement from her management. Yet despite the absence of verified information, the discussion continues to grow. And the reason is simple. This is not Young Mi at the beginning of her career, nor is it Young Mi at the height of non-stop exposure. This is Young Mi at a point where every role carries meaning, every choice is examined, and every potential project is seen as a signal of where she is heading next. After nearly 2 decades in the entertainment industry, Yang Mi has experienced almost every phase an actress can encounter. She has been at the center of massive popularity, appeared in countless high-visibility projects, and built a reputation as a reliable commercial lead. She has also faced periods of skepticism, moments when critics questioned whether her roles were becoming repetitive, and debates about whether she could fully transition into more complex, demanding characters. In response to those questions, her recent career choices have shown a noticeable shift. She appears less frequently than before, but when she does appear, the projects tend to be more selective. The roles lean toward characters with agency, internal conflict, and narrative weight, rather than simple romantic appeal. This change has altered how audiences view her, not as someone chasing exposure, but as someone managing longevity. This is why the current discussion matters. For Yang Mi, a historical political drama is not just another genre, it is one of the most demanding formats in television storytelling. These projects often require long filming periods, layered performances, and the ability to anchor complex plots involving power, ideology, and social change. Success can redefine an actor's standing. Failure can amplify criticism. According to the discussions circulating online, Jiang Shan Da Tong is described as a historical drama with a strong political focus, and more importantly, one that centers on a powerful female protagonist. The character is not framed primarily through romance, but through influence, decision-making, and consequence. If this description is accurate, it aligns closely with the direction Young Mi has been moving toward in recent years. But alignment alone is not enough. Audiences today are increasingly critical. They do not simply want to see familiar strengths repeated, they want growth, they want evolution. And with Yang Mi, expectations are especially high. The question is no longer whether she can carry a lead role that has long been established. The question is whether the role challenges her, stretches her, and adds something new to her body of work. This is where anticipation meets uncertainty, because despite the intensity of the discussion, it must be stated clearly, nothing has been officially confirmed. What exists right now is speculation, analysis, and curiosity, not verified fact. The speculation began to gain noticeable momentum in mid-January 2026, when several entertainment-focused social media accounts referenced Jiang Shan Da Tong in connection with Yang Mi. These posts did not claim confirmation. They did not present evidence. Instead, they framed the situation as a possibility under discussion, a scenario being considered, or a direction that had drawn attention. That framing was enough to ignite conversation. The project itself has not publicly announced its cast, and that lack of information created space for interpretation. In that space, Young Mi's name stood out. For many observers, her potential involvement felt plausible, not because of proof, but because of context, her career stage, the nature of the project, and the industry's current focus on female-led historical narratives. As discussions expanded, another name began to surface repeatedly: Liu Yuning. His appearance in these conversations immediately shifted the tone. Liu Yuning is a highly visible figure with strong public recognition and an active fan base. From a commercial perspective, his name carries weight, and that alone made his mention noteworthy. However, his inclusion also sparked debate. Some viewers questioned whether his image and acting style would align with a historical political drama centered on a female protagonist. If the narrative truly prioritizes the female lead, then the male role would likely function in a supporting capacity rather than as the dominant force. For some, that raised questions about casting logic and balance. Others saw the possibility differently, suggesting that such a role, if it exists, could represent a strategic shift, allowing Liu Yuning to explore a different type of presence on screen. Still, it is important to emphasize that his involvement, like Yang Mi's, remains unconfirmed. As more voices joined the discussion, public reaction settled into a familiar pattern. There is interest, but it is cautious interest. Many viewers express curiosity about the idea of Yang Mi leading another historical drama, particularly one described as politically driven rather than romantically centered. At the same time, a significant portion of the audience emphasizes the need to wait for official announcements before forming strong opinions or expectations. This dual response reflects a broader shift in audience behavior. Viewers are more informed, more skeptical, and less willing to accept unverified information at face value. They engage with speculation, but they do not treat it as fact. And that restraint is important. Because until official information is released, Jiang Shan Da Tong remains an open question. Its cast remains undecided in the public eye, and all discussions surrounding it are, by nature, provisional. Yet even in uncertainty, there is meaning. The level of attention surrounding this project reveals how closely Yang Mi's career trajectory is being watched. Every potential move is interpreted as part of a larger narrative about her evolution as an actress. Each rumored project becomes a lens through which audiences examine her priorities, ambitions, and long-term strategy. For Yang Mi, this moment is not about a single role, it is about positioning. It is about whether her future continues to build toward complex, authority-driven characters, whether she maintains her selective approach, and whether she continues to redefine how longevity looks for actresses in an industry known for rapid turnover. Until confirmations arrive, all that remains is anticipation. Anticipation shaped by reputation. Anticipation shaped by past choices. Anticipation shaped by the understanding that at this stage, nothing Yang Mi does is accidental. For now, Jiang Shan Da Tong exists as a conversation rather than a certainty. And perhaps that is what keeps audiences engaged. Not answers, but possibilities. Possibilities that suggest direction. Possibilities that hint at change. Possibilities that invite people to keep watching, waiting, and paying close attention.